Without Jason, I quickly. Oh, okay.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to this is really Wing's Live, really exciting because it's been a while since we last shared the live stream
Yes,
together. Right? It's been a while. It's
last
been a
year.
while.
Last year.
Yeah, the last
Last
time
year.
was really last year. Okay. I mean, I can see quite a number of people are already commenting and all that. If this is the first time you see me, can you quickly say hi? Okay. Just a quick brief intro about myself. My name is Jason. Obviously, I'm Jason Gan, and basically for the past 11 years, I've been helping brands, big and small, navigating success on Facebook advertising, specifically on Facebook advertising. I'm actually a Facebook Blueprint certified professional since 2017. I'm also a Facebook preferred marketing partner where in order to be qualified as a Facebook preferred marketing partner, I need to actually manage at least 325,000 US dollar in terms of Facebook advertising in the past 6 months. So that gives me a bit of credit because sometimes there are too many Facebook experts out there. Then basically what you will be learning from me are actually those that are really approved by Facebook. I can see quite a number of people. Hi, Lauren. Hi, Kimberly. Hi, B. Kim. Hi, Alvin. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for saying hi. So, okay. I think the topic today is really about Facebook advertising. I would say that, can we quickly see a show of hand? How many of you have done Facebook ads before? Can you actually type 1 for me? If you have done Facebook ads before, can you type 1? And for those who have not done Facebook ads before, you type 0. Maybe we type 0. If you have not done ads, you type 0. If you have done ads, you type 1, please. I just want to quickly get a hang of this. Hi, Casey. Hi, everyone. Hi. Okay, so basically, Facebook advertising, like what Wing was saying just now, it is not as straightforward as it is, but it's not as scary as a lot of people were telling you as well. That's why my job today is really to help you understand Facebook advertising. I can see Linda 1, Alvin 0, B Kim 1, Park 0, Lauren 0. Okay, Alvin is also 0. Now, let me bring up my screen. I would like to quickly share. Okay, let me see this. Okay, I'm actually coming up. All right, I won't be able to watch your comment right now. Please bear with me. Wayne, can I? Are you seeing my screen?
Yes, it's up.
Okay. So I'm just gonna quickly roll over. How am I supposed to do this? Okay, I've not been using one single screen to do this for a while. Okay, so bear with me. Okay, the reason why I want to quickly start with this is because a lot of marketplace sellers don't run ads on Facebook, like what we can see over here, right? A lot of you are actually having 0, 0, 0. And hey, search, what's up? So basically, if you are selling on marketplace and if you're not running ads, especially if you're not using Facebook ads to drive traffic to your Facebook store, it is entirely understandable because I've actually worked with hundreds of, if not thousands of Shopee sellers, Lazada sellers, even Amazon sellers, eBay sellers. Fundamentally, I totally understand that there's this thing called, the marketplace dilemma when it comes to driving traffic to your marketplace store. So regardless whether you're selling on Shopee, Lazada, Amazon, Boomat, like now what we're talking about here, right? Just want to quickly help you understand what is this marketing dilemma, the marketplace dilemma all about. Now, fundamentally, the marketplace dilemma is really a scenario where you are actually afraid of driving traffic to your store because of a few things. First, when you're driving traffic to your Lazada store or Shopee store, you're worried that you are actually driving free traffic for the marketplaces. You're actually driving them to the destination looking at your product, but they may not end up buying from you. Okay, and then the other thing that a lot of people are worried about is when you're driving traffic to your marketplace store, like your Shopee store, Lazada store, Boomat store at the moment, it seems like you're not able to track the clicks, because what is really important when it comes to advertising, regardless Facebook advertising, YouTube advertising, Google advertising, what you really want here is you want to see how many people you really drive to your destination. But when you're using Facebook to drive traffic to your Boomat, your challenge will be you won't be able to track how many of the visitors that landed on your product or your store on Boomat are actually from Facebook. So that's the second thing that a lot of people are facing. And of course, but the biggest problem here is this, if you're not driving traffic, you're not getting sales. Like what Wing was saying, totally agree with that. Because in the past 1 year plus, I actually helped a lot of brands onboarding onto as in like digital. because of my experience in the past 11 to 12 years, I helped a lot of businesses onboarding. So a lot of brand came to me. One of the most common so-called misconception that they have is, look, I mean, you mean I open a store on Shopee or Walmart, I'm going to get traffic and start getting sales, right? Come on, this is not going to happen. But there are still people thinking about that. So the hardcore fact over here is when you don't have traffic, right? Fundamentally, you have no sales. So basically, that's the most important thing. It's the biggest dilemma among a lot of marketplace sellers over here. That's why I wanted to actually share with you a framework or actually a method that I've been using to drive traffic the right way. So the first question that a lot of people will be asking here is, how do I drive traffic the right way? But in fact, this is not the best question, in fact. You know what is the better question on top of this question? How to drive traffic that converts. You know, that is really the most important question that you should be asking yourself, because driving traffic the right way is one thing, but driving traffic that converts is one thing. And I have been experimenting with this method for the past 1 year. I wanted to share with you. But before that, I want to start with mistakes. If you have been advertising on Facebook, you know, you probably have made this mistake before. I mean, there are several mistakes. I'm just going to quickly go over with you. I don't have a lot of time. I'm just hoping that I'm not taking too much of Wing's time. His time is precious over here, right? So, okay, now the first mistake that a lot of advertisers make when it comes to Facebook advertising is they're actually advertising with the wrong action. Now, just a quick one. A lot of you have not seen this before, I'm very, very sure. Even for those who have advertised on Facebook before, chances are, you know, I would say there are at least 80% or 70 to 80% that you have not seen this before. Not because you are dumb. No, I never mean that. Because you actually started advertising from the different angle, from different entry point. So this is actually the right place that you should be looking at when you want to advertise on Facebook. So basically, this is where you start choosing the objective. Now, this is the most important thing. Why? Because the moment you actually, okay, sorry, let me get back to that thing. So the moment you actually start with the wrong objective, the biggest challenge here is that you'll be getting the wrong traffic. You see, even though you put in basically, like, you zoom into, let's bring this up, you zoom to 1,000 people. Let's say, for example, you zoom into 1 kilometer radius from maybe Klang Valley. I mean, Klang, let's say Klang, Port Klang, 1 kilometer radius from Port Klang. And I want to look at female with kids below 12-year-old that are living within 1 kilometer, then you probably would zoom into 1,000 people over here. But even if you zoom into these 1,000 people, they are being categorized into different action categories. Now, based on these 1,000 people, Facebook will actually know that there are 500 over people who are likely to like, comment, and share, whereby there will be another 400 people, for example, that we're looking at here. They are very much into installing apps like games and all that. And there'll be another 350 who are very much into clicking links. Why? Because, put it this way, we've been using Facebook for many years now. I would say there are very rare, there are very few people that are really new to Facebook at this point of time. At least you have been on Facebook for 5 years. Personally, I've been on Facebook for 13 years now. So when I've been using Facebook for that long, Facebook really know what kind of action that I will be taking when I've been presented a piece of content on Facebook. So regardless, a piece of content organically or piece of content on Facebook ads, like for example, how will I react to the piece of content? Okay, so this is really how it starts. So basically, if you are actually going for, let's say a lot of you have tried boost posts before, right? Now, if you have tried boost posts before, you are actually, this is what's going to happen. When you choose a boost post, when you go for engagement, your advertisement, Facebook will focus to show your advertisement more frequently to the red color circle over here. These are the 500 people that Facebook knows that they are very likely to like, comment, or share, okay? So when you're boosting a post, right, Facebook will really show your ads to these people more. Why? Because they are the people who are going to take the action that you're looking for. But the problem is this. When you're boosting a post, and you are actually hoping to get people to click to your landing page, which is your Walmart store, your Walmart product page and all that, you will be actually very frustrated. Why? Because you will not get clicks. You will be only getting people who like, comment, and share. Why? But let's put it this way. How many of you have shared an advertisement in the last 1 month, let's say? I mean advertisement. How many of you have shared an advertisement in the past 1 month? I mean, we don't do that anymore. Needless to say, we don't even comment or like an advertisement anymore because we know it is an advertisement. But when are we your target audience? Let's ask this question. We are your target audience, but we don't like, comment, or share an advertisement anymore. So when you are actually choosing boost posts, what will happen? It will be zooming into people who are likely to like, comment, and share an advertisement. Who are they? They could be my dad. My dad is 60 over a year old and he's pretty new to Facebook. And he thought that when it comes to Facebook, right, the only thing that he should be doing is like. And then of course you'll be frustrated to get a lot of so-called, incorrect audiences. But in fact, what is really falling short here is you actually started with the wrong objective. That's why this is one of a very, very, very important mistake that I want to bring it up to you. That's why when it comes to this objective, right, the most important thing when you want to start advertising on Facebook is to really understand which objective can do what thing and what can you use. Which one should you be choosing to suit your campaign needs? So that's the first mistake, all right? So let's move to basically, when it comes to the action, right, you need to understand which action matters to you. Like for example, like just now, if you want to get people to click to your Walmart store and you go to boost the post, everything is gonna fall apart. I don't even need to look at the campaign and look at the setting because it's gonna be falling apart because the action itself is gonna decide the audiences, the priority audiences that will be seeing your advertisement more frequently. So that's the first thing that you have to pay attention to. Okay. Now the second mistake that I want to talk about here is a lot of people, when they're advertising on Facebook, they're advertising without following the intent. Now, what do I mean by not following the intent? Now, let's put it this way. You see, I just want to quickly help you understand how Facebook advertising really works. Okay. Now, this is a Facebook ad. All right. Let's say if you sell an Apple AirPods on your Walmart store, for example, right? So when you sell this product on your Walmart store, and you thought that when I put up an advertisement like this, right, when I get people to first, immediately I will get people to click on my landing page, right? So that's the first thing. A lot of people think that. And after that, out of these people who click, there will be a bunch of them would actually convert into a customer. So this is the perfect case scenario. People will be thinking that, okay, I think this is the thing that I believe that will happen to my advertisement, but wait. There are certain things that in between that you do not know. You have no idea. Why? Because let's put it this way. According to Facebook Blueprint, a person needs to see your ads at least 2 to 3 times in 7 days to realize. Now, let's bring this back to our reality over here. Okay? Now, let's face the fact. When we are on our Facebook newsfeed or Instagram newsfeed, when do we browse Facebook or Instagram? When you are, stuck in a jam, right? When you are getting bored in the meeting, then you sneakily pull out your phone and start scrolling to see whatever things that is happening. Or maybe you're in the toilet. Now, when we are browsing our Facebook newsfeed or Instagram newsfeed, we don't think. Okay? Our actually intelligence system shuts down and basically our subconscious kicks in. Now, our damn subconscious is really good at one thing. Our subconscious is really good at rejecting stranger things. That's why the first time an ad come to me, I would ignore, and then on the second time or third time when you appear, then I would like, okay, then it catches my attention. Now, when it catches my attention, then I will decide whether I want to click or not. Now, the fact here is the industry average click-through rate, meaning that out of 1,000 people who view your advertisement, as in like you show your ads 1,000 times, you will probably be getting 1% click-through rate, meaning that if you show your ads 1,000 times, you'll be getting about 10 clicks, all right? So that's the industrial standard. Now, when you get 10 clicks, what happened next? Now, you just imagine you finally see my ads 2 to 3 times and you realize that, okay, this dude looks okay, let's click on it. When you click on it, you go to my landing page, right? Then what happened next? What happened after you click? What happened after you land? Your girlfriend called. All right, your husband texted or your boss texted you. Now, what will you be doing first? You see, 99% of audiences actually consume advertisement on their mobile devices, and our bloody mobile smartphone is a super, super chaos and noisy place. We have 553 distraction possibilities that would actually drive us away from whatever that we are doing. So when you are actually getting driven away, okay, back to your question here is that 95% of the people who see your ads at least 2 to 3 times in 7 days, finally they realize they see you and they finally decided to click on you, and actually 95% of them will drop off, not because they are not interested. They drop off because they actually get distracted. Now, my question to you here is, out of these 95% people who actually click, seen your ads multiple times and click, but they get distracted by the boss call, the wife's text and all that. Now, what are you doing to bring this 95% back? Because that's the thing that I want to talk about. This is what I mean by intent. You have seen it multiple times. You have taken the action. That means intent, but yet you get drifted away, not because you're not interested, because you're distracted. What can we do to bring them back? That's why I really want to actually bring back to the third mistake over here, which is a lot of advertisers actually are advertising without a funnel. Now, what do you mean by a funnel? This is when I want to share with you my simple 2-step funnel framework, okay, that has guided tens of millions in Facebook advertising budget. Okay, it is still guiding more than 100,000 ad spend, every month. Okay, so basically, it's really something that you want to learn right now. So who's ready? Now let's move to that. Basically, when it comes to 2-step funnel framework, okay, the fundamental here is that we will be running 2 ads simultaneously. Now, the tier 1 ad is going to be an advertisement which is going to actually qualify our audiences. So as you can see here, pay attention to the left-hand side over here, the tier 1 ad. It is actually a slideshow video. So basically, I will play to you, show you a little bit about the product. And when you are interested, you are going to click, right? So when you click, you open up an instant experience. This is really something that a lot of people are not familiar with. It's like a mini landing page. So when you actually see this, and if you're really interested, then you will click, and it will bring you to your Walmart store or your Shopee store. Now, here's the thing. Basically, this is what we are actually doing here. We are actually using either the video view or the instant experience view as an audience qualifier. So here's what I think. This is a 12-second video, right? So if you watch this video up to 50%, can I actually qualify that as an intent? Meaning that if you are not interested in this bloody damn airport, right, you won't be watching this for 5-6 seconds. But if you do, I think that's an intent. Now, the second thing is if you really click the ad and open up the instant experience, which you saw just now, that is also an intent. So when you actually click, the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to exclude you from seeing my first ad. Agree or disagree? You see, you have seen this ad. You have taken the action. Can I say that if I keep showing this ad to you, you will not take the same action anymore? You guys see, this is the thing that a lot of people actually forget. Look, when, even though I only consume a fraction of the information, the next time it comes back to me, I will not do it again, because I thought I have seen everything. This is human behavior. But the thing is, a lot of people don't even know how to exclude people from seeing an ad. So that's the key. So when you're able to do that, what is going to happen? You're actually avoiding budget waste, because, like I say, these people have seen it and they thought that they've seen everything. Now you keep pumping your ads to them, it's not going to change their mind. You're only going to drive them in nuts, and they will start hating you. They will start hiding your advertisement. They might even report you, because it's not going to do you good. But what if I know that you have watched my slideshow, you have checked my instant experience, and I start showing you the next ad, which is, as you can see here, sorry, something wrong with my, hang on. Wait, my slide got, my PowerPoint got jump out. Sorry, guys. Okay, but while we are doing this, right, if there is any question, feel free to post them in the, in this over here into the comment. Let me bring my deck back. That's very interesting. The first time ever happened to me.
Yes, I mean, while waiting for Jason to do his thing, So the interesting part, about me and Jason is that how do I actually met Jason at the very first place? So I think it's like last year, right? Last year. So because I myself I want to learn how to use Facebook ads to boost my sales in my Shopee store. Then I search online. There are actually not not much, but there are none of the coaches are teaching how to use FB ads, to boost or to drive more traffic to their, for their Shopee and or Lazada store, except Jason. And that's how I know him. And I right away, I think, but this class, this program is really a great program where, in my opinion, every single sellers must learn. Whether you use it or not, you have to learn first, because this is something that, in my opinion, that every sellers need to have the knowledge that every single e-marketplace sellers need to have. You use it or not, it doesn't matter. But of course, it's better that you use it, but you have to learn it first, because there's something that really, 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 not saying at once, but something that is a seller must have lah, a knowledge that every seller must have. And then right away I call Jason. Hey Jason, can you come on to live, and teach us about these things, because honestly, there are a lot of coaches that teach you about FB ads or Shopify, or affiliate marketing, but no coaches that teach about Shopee and Lazada, because one of the reason is because we cannot actually implement Facebook Pixel into Shopee and Lazada, because we don't own Shopee and Lazada. So whatever that Jason is teaching us is actually another method that work around that. You still can retarget back your customer in your Shopee, Lazada, or in Boomart. You can still use the framework and retarget back those customers that already click and see your products, but they do not buy. You still can retarget them by using whatever that Jason is going to show us now. Right, Jason, are you ready? Yeah, I saw the
Yep.
the
Yep. I'm actually back.
already.
That's a very interesting one. Okay. I'm gonna get this back, right? Can I? Okay.
Yes.
Now, as you can see just now, right? Basically, I'm actually using never talk about pixel. The whole thing, I never talk about pixel. You don't even need a pixel, but fundamentally, what is happening here is that you're actually using video view and the landing page view as a qualifier to qualify your audience with the right intent. Now, the moment you're able to do that, like I said, you're able to actually stop showing ad to the people who have seen the ad. And in turn, you will start showing them the next ad, which is the tier 2 ad, to reinforce the key message that you have, to make them remember, because that is how you actually have an optimized two-step funnel framework, whereby the tier 1 ad, which is the one on the left-hand side, is got to be constantly going out to help you reach fresh audiences, to bring them into your universe. And when they take certain action, like watching the video and click on the instant experience, we will start showing them the tier 2 ad for X number of days. Like let's say, for example, we will only show you for 7 days. So you see the tier 1 ad, you watch the video, and then after that, you stop seeing tier 1 ad, and you start seeing tier 2 ad over here, which is on the right-hand side, and you will only see this for 7 days. If you buy, I make money. If you don't buy, I let you go. That's the whole thing. You see, when it comes to Facebook advertising, one of the biggest, hurdle that a lot of people have in their mind is they tend to have a lot of anxiety in terms of letting audiences go. And in my opinion, this is really one of the key that actually defines success when it comes to Facebook advertising. Why? Because you can't possibly follow an audience for too long, because we have this thing called the conversion window, or I would probably call it the expiry date of an intent. Just think about this. When you want to buy an AirPods, you'll probably consider for X number of days, and then after that, you will definitely buy, whether you will buy from me or someone else. But if I do not know when to stop following you, I'm just going to waste money. That's why the whole two-step funnel framework is going to help you do 3 things. First, it's going to help you stop budget waste, meaning that you're not wasting your budget on the people who have seen the ad or taken action or not interested, all right? And then when you're able to stop budget waste, you're able to reduce so-called the ad fatigue, meaning that when a person sees your ads way too many times, I believe all of us have this experience one way or another. You have seen these ads 4,000 times and it's still there. And you'll be like, come on, man, can you please die already? We have this kind of anxiety. I hate this. So you don't want to be hated, because that is not going to do good to your brand. All right, so that's the second thing. And when you're able to really optimize the two-step funnel framework, you're actually able to actually achieve multiply ROI. Now, I just want to quickly show you really when it comes to the two-step funnel framework, there are a few things, right? First thing first, it's 2 ads running simultaneously. And then after that, the first ad is going out to help you get intent, which is already going to get you normal result. And the second ad is going to come in to retarget, meaning that we want to focus on the conversion, which is overall, when we have 2 steps running simultaneously, we're going to have improved ROI. And of course, we're going to have overall better ROI. But I might be just talking about this. I really want to actually tell you why. Let's say we're going to start talking about, let's say maybe we spend a $10 a day, because most of my audiences are international. That's why all my decks are in dollar. But let's take maybe 300 ringgit. I think it's perfectly fine. So let's say you spend 10 ringgit a day. I don't think it's too much to ask, because if you're serious about your business, you can't even bear 10 ringgit. I think you're not that serious. So that's what I think. All right, so let's say if you spend 300 ringgit a month, okay? Now, normally I give you 2 scenarios to do a comparison. Let's say if you spend scenario 1, you spend 300 ringgit, correct? And then, you're going to run this 300 ringgit to one ad only, okay? So you get to show your ads maybe 100,000 times, for example, right? So out of this 100,000 times you show your ad, you get 1,000 clicks, which we talk about 1% click-through rate, okay? So you get 1,000 click. And then let's say you convert 5% of these people into your customer, which is already awesome to the max, right? So each order, let's say 50 ringgit, you're going to get about 2,500 in revenue, which is, wow. You spend 300 to get 2,500. I think that's already kind of like awesome thing. Okay, but I want to quickly show you the other scenario if you implement the 2-step funnel framework. All right, so basically the scenario 2 is this. You still spend 300, but you follow the 2-step funnel framework ratio, whereby we only spend 80% of our budget on tier 1, which is 80% of 300 is I'm going to spend about 240 ringgit on tier 1. All right, so I spend only 240 ringgit. I don't spend all of them. Okay, so when I spend 240 ringgit, if you follow back the same ratio over here, I'm possibly reaching people about 80,000 times. Okay, 80%. And I get 800 clicks, which is okay, decent. So out of it, I get 5% conversion. I'll get about 40 purchase. Okay, which is fine. Same 50 ringgit per order. I'll get 2,000 in revenue. And you'll be like, Jason, are you nuts? You're talking about scenario 2 using a 2-step funnel framework, you're going to get better result. But yet, what are you talking about here? But wait, we still have 60 ringgit left, right? So we still have 60 ringgit left. So what can I do? What can I do? I can actually use this 60 ringgit to do something very interesting. What do I do? Okay, now, first thing first, this 60 ringgit is going to focus on only a fraction of the audiences. Why? Because I'm only targeting those people who have clicked but did not buy, which is effectively, based on the calculation just now, we're looking at about 760 people right here. Now, when I'm zooming into these 760 people and I spend 60 ringgit, I mean, here we talk about $60. Basically, if I spend this kind of amount, this number of people, I'm actually able to make sure that these people will see my ads everywhere. Every time, I can guarantee, every time they come to Facebook, they see your ad. They go to Instagram, they see your ad. They go and play free games or other mobile apps, they might see your ad. Why? Because Facebook also serve ads on other mobile apps, right? So basically, I can help you create this kind of omni-channel presence whereby you make people feel that, wow, this guy's so powerful, man. I see this brand everywhere, man. So tell me about the branding effect that you can achieve for your brand. Okay, you'll become the omni-channel brand they will see everywhere. Just think about this. And when you're able to use a small amount of money to focus on these people and create this kind of massive branding effect, is it too much to ask for just 10% conversion? Meaning that out of these 760 people, only 10% of them, okay lah, I've seen you way too many times. Okay lah, let me buy from you. So that's another 76 orders. That means you'll get extra 3,800 in revenue with this bloody $60 left over here. So let's take a look at this. Scenario 1, you spend 2,005. Okay, you spend 300, you get 2,005. And scenario 2, you spend same 300. But only when you follow the 2-step funnel framework, you might be getting double or more of the total revenue. So who don't want that? I'm just talking about spending the same amount. I'm not asking you to spend extra at all. And I'm really mean it. You only need to start with, maybe at this point of time, 10 it may be too little, but 10 is possible. I would say if you can, 15 ringgit. If you have 15 ringgit to spare every day, you can implement this framework. This framework doesn't require $50 or 150 ringgit to start every day. No, I'm only asking for 15. 15 ringgit to start. So that's what I'm only asking. So basically, this is the two-step funnel framework. The two-step funnel framework is really a framework that is, really going to help you achieve different kind of results. First thing first, avoid ad fatigue, avoid budget waste, okay? Multiply ROI, which I already show you. And the third thing, fourth thing here is you're going to create different massive branding for your brand. Imagine this, people, if they have experienced this kind of massive branding, even though they don't buy from you, okay, you'll become the brand that they will remember. One day, if they want to buy this, who will come into their mind first? One day, if their friends ask for recommendations, who will come into their mind first? Yours. So that's what I'm actually talking about when it comes to this. But I just want to quickly give you an idea about how do you design the funnel. If you want to do this on your own, please feel free, be my guest, go do it. But let me tell you a few things. So first thing first, the first ad is all about capturing intent. Okay, so as you can see here, we usually will use a video, preferably using slideshow. If you're actually selling on marketplace, here's the case, right? Shopee, Lazada, Walmart, and all that. Use video, use instant experience, as you can see on the left. Okay, so that is how we can use all these as audience qualifiers. So the whole idea here for the first ad is to capture intent. And then after that, we will use the second ad to actually reinforce our key messages, push for conversion, and that's how we do that. So when it comes to tier 2 ad, I would suggest to go for carousel, especially for e-commerce, whether you're selling on Walmart, Shopee, so I would prefer to go for carousel because it really works well for e-commerce. So that's how you design the two ads. Altogether, it's a very straightforward advertisement. So that's what I actually want to quickly share with you. So I hope a quick sharing like this is actually did give you some some insights or some ideas about how do we run Facebook ads in the right way, or some certain mistakes that you want to avoid. But I just want to quickly go through what have we learned. Okay, so first thing first, I talk about the Facebook ads mistakes, which I totally want you to avoid. Be my guest. I always tell people the best way to start advertising on Facebook is to jump right in. It's to go in, spend a little bit of money, and start running ads. Oh, then after that, you'll be able to learn things from there. 11, 12 years ago, that's how I started. Okay, with a very, very minimal budget, and this is where we are today, right? So I also share with you what is my two-step funnel framework, which has been deployed by many brands, including EcoWorld, Sunway Property, and a few others out there. I have actually taught this to close to 5,000 people since 2016. So it's really a powerful framework that is really helping people, not just in Malaysia, but from all around the world. And basically, I also share with you why do you want to advertise with funnel? Why? Because you are actually able to double or even multiply your ROI, even with the same amount that you're spending right now. Not asking you to spend a fraction more. Just talking about maintaining the same budget that you're spending, but we achieve different kind of result. All right. So I also share with you how do you design a funnel, which I give you the idea where you use slideshow if you don't have a video, build instant experience because this is how we capture intent. And then after that, when it comes to tier 2, let's use a carousel instead. All right. So what's next? So you have learned these things somehow or other. The next thing that you want to probably do, let me do a quick plug. You can actually follow my YouTube channel. Just go to YouTube and look for Jason Gan. I share daily tips about Facebook ads, which, it's all free. Just come in. And on top of that, I would like to invite you to join me to build your funnel. So that's a quick one. Basically, I'm inviting you to join my signature 6-day challenge. I started doing 6-day challenge in September last year. And can you imagine, up to now, I have learned with 700 over people from all around the world. I just calculated the other day. I've learned with people from 24 countries to date. At this point of time, this 6-day challenge has taught 700 people from 20 over countries to learn and deploy a better way of running Facebook ads. So this is really the framework that I can teach you. So what's going to happen in 6-day challenge? Very straightforward. Okay, 6-day challenge is one of the most insane program in the market right now. First thing first, it's about you and me coming live to build your next Facebook ads campaign. I mean live, like this. It's not some pre-recorded shit. You're gonna see me live. If I don't sleep well, then you see my dark circle and all that shit, right? So it's live. So that also means that you can ask questions live. So that's the most important thing, all right? So I'm gonna teach you how to build, deploy, and optimize your two-step funnel framework. Okay? Build, deploy, and optimize your two-step funnel framework. So that's what we do. I'm going to give you step-by-step walkthrough. Every single thing that I say important, I'm going to go in and show you how to do it right. I'm going to go in and tell you, this is the correct way, this is the wrong way. Don't freaking do this thing. Don't touch this thing. I'm just going to give you every single thing that you need to do to know to build and optimize two-step funnel framework. So you're going to have daily homework. The reason why I do this is because, I used to teach this in a day. Okay, I'm not sure how many of you have gone through my 1 day full offline training back then before the MCO time. It's insane. You just imagine you come in 6 to 8 hours with me. After that, you get your brain fried. You only remember 20% of it. Okay, and then after that, when you try to deploy, you'll be like, okay, I don't remember what freaking thing that dude said anymore. So I'm just gonna freak it, man. Cannot work. But the reason why we break it into 6-day challenge like this is because, instead of 1 full day to fry your brain, I'm going to give you 1 key lesson a day for an hour. So you come in with me, you learn for an hour, you go back, do the homework, prepare yourself for tomorrow, and then we continue the next day. It's going to be like the best learning experience ever. Why? Because you are not stressing yourself out. And then if you can't watch it live, perfectly fine, because we're going to keep the replay inside this group for up to a week. So, that's the beauty of it, right? You can't catch me live in the afternoon. Watch it in the midnight while your family is asleep, while your daughter is asleep. Anything is fine. So follow that the next day, watch it again. And I promise, 6-day challenge, I don't hold any freaking bars. I don't keep any secret behind and say that, oh, this is day 6. Screw you. I won't teach you the last one piece of puzzle. And then, you're going to upgrade. No, I promise 6 days, I'm going to teach you every damn thing that I need you to know and to be able to build your two-step funnel framework on your own. Okay, so the next round is going to be on the 5th to 10th. Okay, next Monday to Saturday at 3:30 p.m. Okay, we're going to come live. And it's going to be conducted inside a Facebook group. You can just go in later. Wing is going to share the link. Wing, please help me. So people will ask me, okay, fine, now 6-day challenge sounds cool. What is the price? You'll be surprised. This is the price. It's US dollar. Don't ask me ringgit or US dollar, right? It's the dollar sign there, right? $9.99. You get to learn with me live for 6 days, 1 hour a day to learn how to build your two-step funnel framework. So this is the last offer that I can give you. I got nothing else, right? So yeah, I hope to learn with you because I've learned with hundreds of, if not thousands of, e-commerce marketplace sellers, and this is really a framework that has been proven, and it has brought them awesome results. The other day, somebody from Penang, when we were having this call, he was just saying, Jason, you saved my life. During MCO, everything has to be shut down. I couldn't run this. I'm on board to Shopee. I had no clue how to do this, but your course helped me. Okay, and I helped Wing in one way or another, I hope. So I want to help you as well. So join me. So that's the 6-day challenge. With that, thank you so much. That's all I have today. Let's take some questions if you have. Right?
Yeah. If you have any questions regarding Facebook, feel free to comment on the comment box. And I also have left the link for Facebook for Jason Punya 6 days challenge.